I wanted to share this story about why I left my old job, which is a beauty supply store. I'm not going to mention the name of the company because I don't want to be coming back to me, even though certain employees do deserve it, but it's for their own privacy reasons. It all started about a year ago. I was just about to be getting into a relationship with my boyfriend, Leo. I just realized how I felt, and suddenly, I didn't tell anyone, and just something changed at my job. I didn't exactly enjoy it anymore. I enjoyed the customers and everything, but I did not uh, enjoy the job itself. It was not really challenging me. It was starting to be boring. And the people I work with were not the nicest anymore. Once upon a time, they used to be like my family, like a second family, and that started to fade. About April, they started to kind of poke fun of me, of my past, about my soon to be relationship, about the guy, about Leo, that I liked him, and they knew his age and where he's from and everything, and they poked fun of it, and I did not like it. And I told them, that's your opinion, but this is mine. I'm not telling you I'm dating him, and it's not your you don't have the right to say anything. But that didn't stop them. So at this time, I was also in college. I was getting my dental and receptionist degree paper. And so I was also working full time, as well as doing that full time, as well as doing whatever, all the things that I enjoy too. And I warned them, because the college warned me pretty early on, saying, before you graduate, you're gonna have a 3 weeks practicum, which is like a work experience that will be unpaid, and you can't work. You need to be at the work experience. You can't be, working on the job you are right now. So I told them pretty much at the beginning of the course, because it's a 5 months course. And they're like, yeah, that's totally understand. We can work around it. And then, you come back right after. I'm like, okay, awesome. So I didn't have to worry about I'm going to go broke or anything like that. That wasn't the case. So more time went by. Obviously, I got to get with Leo and everything. And pretty much every week, if not every month. And then closer and closer, it was pretty much every day. And I was so stressed, because I'm like, what are they going to say now? What are they going to poke fun at me, or about my life, or about my parents and my family, or about Leo? They pretty much said he's a child, he doesn't know what he knows. He's a kid. It's really, that's no. And I told them to stop many times. They didn't. And even if I went to HR, they were not going to do anything. So I was stuck. So I started to look for another job. I didn't have luck. I pretty much said, screw it. I just have to my work experience, and hopefully they hire me and I'll be good. I knew they were looking for extra help, one more person in case someone gets sick or vacations or whatever the case is. But they told me something, and what actually happened was completely different. When closer to my work experience was going to happen, they were thinking of hiring this lady who's around their age. These ladies who were either almost in their 60s or they're in their 60s, almost retirement age. So when I met the person who was potentially going to join the team, I didn't know at that time that this person was going to replace me. They were really excited for me to start this new journey with having this work experience. It was really, really good for me. They were happy and blah, 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 as well as tearing me down with my relationship. So later, I think it was almost 2 weeks before I would have started my work experience. This person who got hired was going to start when I would have started my work experience. I didn't see it then, but I know it was a big chance they were going to replace me because they needed a full-time person while I was away, which I understood. Like, this person has 2 kids and a husband and like most likely a mortgage and all that great stuff. Compared to me, I'm just 25, living in a home and everything. But I still have bills. Just because I'm living at home doesn't mean I don't have that. But they didn't see that. I had my gut was telling me like something's off. Like they're acting like I'm not coming back. It was not like I gave them my notice or anything like that. So because my mom is a regular to this store, so she came in, had to pick some things up, and I was in the back room doing something while she was getting some answers. And my mom had a feeling that I got fired. Like, I'm not coming back. And my gut was also telling me the same thing. So the next day, I went up to the manager and asked, like, I was just curious, do I still have a job after my work experience? And she pretty much said, I don't think you're going to have time. I'm like, what do you mean? Saying you're going to be busy working full time at the dental place. Like, did I miss something? Because I never said I'm going to get hired right after. There's always a potential, but they never promised me anything. And I told her, I'm like, who said that I'm going to get hired? Just because I have the paper and I have to work, I do my work experience there, does not mean that I have a job in the bag. That'll be great. That doesn't mean I have that in the bag. So she kept saying, you're not going to have time. You're going to be working like full time Monday to Friday. You're not. So I'm like, just tell me this. Do I have a job or not? And all she did is look at me. Like, can you spit it out or do you need help with that too? And it's like, oh, you're going to be kept repeating the same damn thing over and over. I'm like, I know what it's work experience. It's not paid. Spit it out. Am I fired or I'm coming back after? It's like, we'll see. Maybe you can work on the weekends so you have some income. Like, okay, I'll, do that. But that wasn't really a promise. I was pretty much fired that day. So later, I found out that for my work experience, apparently I had to do like a first aid course, level C or whatever they're called. And I did that prior, but unfortunately, I guess I picked the wrong one that doesn't qualify. So I had to do it all over again. And unfortunately, the only time they had left was my last day, at least my supposed last day, that Saturday, I believe. And I was freaking out. I was crying. My mom was trying to calm me down over texting. My manager didn't realize what was going on. Then I'm like, okay, I need to do it. Like, I need to ask, like, I can't work Saturday because of this. Literally came in, like, I was freaking out. So I'm like, hey, like, I don't think I can do Saturday because here's the situation. And that's the only time they can do it. She was totally calm, like, she totally understand, like, it happens, whatever. So that day was my last day. And then she told me, when she, in a sense, fired me, that I'll have to come in on the next day, the Friday, to drop off my key because I always closed. I was always the closer. And I told her, yeah, I can totally do that. After I closed, I'm about to get picked up when I got a lovely message from one of my coworkers, which I still have to this day. I couldn't believe what she had the guts and the balls to say this to me, because this lady was there for me for everything. She was like almost like another grandmother that I actually liked. Not anymore. Andrea, just to let you know how disappointed I am, I have been there to cheer you on and fill in where I can so you can move forward with your life, but you never give an inch for any of your team members. And for the record, I always filled in for her. I only asked maybe one day, which was the day that was going to be my last day. That was the only day I asked. I couldn't work because of my schooling. I always worked around their schedule as well, her schedule, because she always was going on trips. Always was the call to cover because nobody else wanted to do it. Again, I hear you cannot even do a Saturday because of the first aid app that you so conveniently made on Saturday. I didn't conveniently made it. I just said that was the only option. I wish you the best in life, and I'm your number one cheerleader for success. That me game does not work in a team. Just wanting you to take a stock of this new personality you're portraying. Yeah, she should be talking about herself because I always care about others and what goes on. If someone needs a day off or whatever, I always step up. I'm never selfish. It's all about me. So I was very careful what that said. And then she's like, good luck with your future, wishing you all the best. No, you're not. And she didn't even work that day because how close the manager and her are, that they were talking about me. And that's what I got at the end of my last day. I was so pissed. I got fired because of my schooling. How is that fair? It's not. That's what it is. But that's my story time on how I left, or AKA how I got fired from my last job. No matter how long you're with a company, they will screw you over, no matter where you work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.